Hello, anyone not still living in the 1970s? We interrupt your day to bring you this announcement. Husker Ninja is in the building. Alright, guys, welcome to episode number 29 of the Northern Iowa Panthers Dynasty right here on NCAA 14. Today we are here ready to take on the South Alabama Jaguars in what is essentially the division title game. As South Alabama is, I believe, 6-1 in conference play. As we take a look at the conference standings, they are actually 5-2 in conference play, 6-5 overall. Northern Iowa 5-1 in conference play, 9-1 overall, ranked number 24. But South Alabama is done with their regular season following this game. So should South Alabama pull off the win, they would hold the tiebreaker over Northern Iowa and I believe advance to the Sun Belt Conference Championship game. Or not Sun Belt, Conference USA title game. So it's a big game here for Northern Iowa on the road. Gotta win to assure they will make the Conference USA Championship game. As South Alabama will start with the ball, they're facing a 2nd and 4. And that'll be Matt Floyd throwing off a couple defenders. He'll pick up 12 and a first down, move those chains for South Alabama. Later on, it's now 3rd and 5 from just shy midfield. Floyd's back to pass. He's going to be hit and dropped. Matt Floyd dropped in the backfield by Chris Hefner for a loss of 7. And this Northern Iowa defense will come up with the stop on 3rd down when it needs to. It's 4th and 12, and South Alabama is going to have to punt it away. And so pretty good field position here for Northern Iowa as they start this drive above their own 35, call it maybe their own 36. And they're going to get 15 free yards right here as Andrew Charles, the freshman running back, was brought down by his face mask. That'll be on Daniels, the right outside linebacker. So 15 free yards for Northern Iowa right there. It's now 1st down from midfield. Cole Morgan looking deep, has his man. It's Taylor Otterstatter. And Otterstatter will pick up 21 yards and another 1st down. Move those chains for the Panthers. So a nice start to this game on offense for Northern Iowa. As they are going to have it, it is now 1st down and 10. Call it out about the 29 of South Alabama. Going to Otterstatter again. A nice grab in traffic right there for him. And Taylor Otterstatter with 2 big catches so far on this opening drive. They're on 2nd and 3. Charles will keep it himself. And Andrew Charles will go up the middle for 5 to set up 1st and goal here for Northern Iowa. They're knocking on the door. Got it at the 4. They'll give to Charles. Charles taking it to the end zone. And Northern Iowa will strike first. Andrew Charles, a true freshman, putting the Panthers on the board here. 4:34 to go, first quarter. It's now 7-0 Northern Iowa. It is a 2nd and 2 here for South Alabama on their ensuing drive, and Floyd will keep this one himself. Matt Floyd going to run this one up to about midfield. It'll be 1st down here for South Alabama. Pressure comes, and Floyd's got nowhere to go. Dropped in the backfield by Roland Cooper. It's a loss of 7. As you see, your linebacker just came free on the blitz, and Floyd had absolutely nowhere to go with that football. It'll be 2nd and 17 coming up here for South Alabama. They are now 3rd and 17. Floyd thrown off his back foot. That's going to be knocked away and fall harmlessly to the turf. Incomplete. Floyd has missed on each of his first 3 pass attempts. And Northern Iowa gets the football back following the punt. Now a 2nd and 8. Cole Morgan nowhere to go. Sawyer Cole Morgan dropped in the backfield for a loss of 8 by Grant Powell. And he just came free. Terrible job blocking right there by that Panthers offensive line. Cole Morgan never had a chance. It'll set up 3rd and a mile here. They're going to need 16 yards to convert here on 3rd down. We'll see what they can come up with here on 3rd and 16. 2:20 to go, opening quarter of play. Cole Morgan back to pass. Take a shot. That's picked off by Rollins. And Northern Iowa going to turn it over. Great starting field position here for the Jaguars, as Rollins, a freshman free safety, will intercept that pass by Cole Morgan. He's going to set him up with it at about the 20. Now it's 2nd and 1 from call it the 11. They'll give it to the running back, and Horn's going to break a tackle. Chris Horney is into the end zone. And yeah, that was just terrible tackling right there by this Northern Iowa defense. It looked like 3 different guys could have gotten him down early for minimal gain, and instead it's a game-tying touchdown. They take advantage of the interception. It's now 7-all here, a minute left in the first quarter. They'll give it to Charles here on this ensuing possession. And Andrew Charles will pick up the first down for Northern Iowa, move the change for this Panthers offense. It's now first down from their own 40. Cole Morgan back to pass. That's going to be deflected and intercepted by Thompson. Jalen Thompson coming up with that one off the deflection. One man to beat. He's not going to beat him. But the second straight possession of the South Alabama defense comes up with a pick. And again, South Alabama will have the ball inside the 20, already in the red zone here before they even take a snap. Thanks to back-to-back interceptions by the secondary. That one by Jalen Thompson. It's now a first down. They're in the red zone. They'll give to Coley. Pierre Coley going to keep this one himself. And Pierre Coley going to take the jet sweep, pick up 16 yards and a first down. It's 1st and goal from the 5. Floyd will keep it himself on the read option, and Floyd into the end zone. Matt Floyd with the 5-yard touchdown run. That's 14 points off of Northern Iowa interception in the span of about a minute here. And South Alabama now leads this one 14-7 as Tyvis Smith will take the kickoff. He's going to bounce this one to the outside. Good blocking and a 41-yard return for Tyvis Smith, as Northern Iowa will have good field position here as we reach the end of the first quarter. 1 gone, 3 to go here in Mobile, Alabama. It is 14-7 South Alabama over the number 24 Panthers. And it is a 2nd and 8 here for Northern Iowa as we begin the second quarter. Cole Morgan going to scramble a little bit. He'll keep it himself, get 8 yards and a first down. Move those chains for the Panthers as they are now into Jaguar territory. Now facing a 3rd and 6. That'll be caught by Hood. Joel Hood with a nice catch and some pretty decent traffic right there. He's going to pick up 10 yards and another first down. So it's another 3rd down conversion. As later on 2nd and 1, they'll give it to Charles. Andrew Charles going to run up the middle, pick up 7 more yards, 9 carries, 42 yards today for Charles. And on 3rd and 2, they'll give it back to Charles, and he's going to be marked down shy of the 1st. They call it 4th and inches here. And head coach Mario Means is going to roll the dice and go for it. They'll give to Charles, and Charles is just going to get enough for that first down. I mean, he got by an inch or 2 if that. Like, he barely picked it up. But it's 1st and goal all the same. Now it's 2nd and goal here, 3:09 left first half. They'll give to Charles again. And Andrew Charles into the end zone for the 2nd time today. 3-yard touchdown for the true freshman. And South Alabama, Northern Iowa rather, is about to tie this game at 14 pending the extra point. So 3:05 to go. It is 14-all, and South Alabama back on offense. They've been pretty successful running the ball today. As Floyd will keep this one, and look out, there goes Matt Floyd. A host of Panthers defenders giving chase, but of course no one going to catch him. 63 yards untouched for Matt Floyd. Just, again, a pathetic display of defense right there. As later on, it's now 4th and 8 for Northern Iowa. They're going to go for it. A bit of a risky play call, a risky decision to go for it there. But Otterstader will make a nice catch. And Northern Iowa actually would not be able to score off of that. And so the first half will end with Matt Floyd being dropped by guess who? Michael Johnson. That's right, the true freshman out of Red Oak, Iowa, coming up big here, continuing his monster freshman season as he's going to drag Floyd down to end the first half. It remains 21-7 South Alabama halfway through this game as Hawley going to take the opening kickoff of the second half across midfield. A 48-yard return there for Jarvis Hawley. Excellent starting field position here for Northern Iowa. They'll give to Charles. Charles is going to try and bounce it along the sideline. And Andrew Charles will pick up 15 and a big first down right there. 16 carries, 59 yards, 2 scores for Charles. And the blocking was there for him as he just got it out toward the sideline and was able to pick up a nice gain of 15. Later on, it's now second and 6 rather inside the 30. Andrew Bailey is checked into the game now for Northern Iowa, and Aaron Bailey will keep that one himself. He's got 2 carries for 16 yards today. And on 3rd and 8, Bailey going to be his. He throws, and that'll fall incomplete. So interesting to see why they brought Bailey into the game. Maybe they just wanted to try and get the quarterback run involved more to mix up the run game, as it was a bit of a struggle so far for Charles in the run game normally. So perhaps they brought in Bailey to try and get the running game going more. Right there they have to settle for 3 though. And it's now 21-17. South Alabama leads by 4. But on 2nd and 10, they're going to blow him up in the backfield. That was Eric Hicks, the corner there, to make the play. Sets up a 3rd and 13 now. 3:56 to go, third quarter. Floyd back to pass. He throws. That'll fall incomplete. And Matt Floyd is 1 of 6 to begin this game. Not a good start for Floyd. 4th and 13. The Jaguars going to have to punt it away. And Northern Iowa will have a chance to take the lead on this possession as Hawley will make the spin move, make one man miss, and he's going to get that one out across the 45. So again, this Northern Iowa offense will start in enemy territory. And the first 2 plays don't really gain much of anything. It's now 3rd and 10. Cole Morgan's back in now as it's more of a passing situation. And Elias Nissen will make the catch underneath, cut up field, pick up the first down. Needed 10, and that's exactly what he got. Bailey now back in the game. And Bailey's going to throw that one to Otterstatter. Taylor Otterstatter will pick up 10, and it'll set up a 4th and 1. So they don't convert the 3rd down, but they'll go for it on 4th down and 1. Otterstatter in motion. Bailey will give to Charles, and Charles has nowhere to go. Blown up in the backfield. Just no one holding their block, and Charles never really had a chance. If he had gotten a block, he would have had a chance to pick out the first down, but the block doesn't hold, and it's a turnover on downs. Floyd will pick up the first down, but he is a little slow to get it up, and so in comes Vaughn, the backup quarterback. We'll have to monitor that situation, see how long Vaughn has to be in the game if Floyd is hurt. It's now 3rd and 5. Vaughn going to throw. That's picked off! Roland Cooper with the interception. The senior coming up with a big play and just going to be tripped up by Vaughn to prevent the pick 6. But a big-time play for the South Alabama defense, and in fact, I would say a critical play. As with 4 seconds left in the 3rd quarter, South Alabama's defense is going to be up against the wall as the Northern Iowa offense will start in the red zone following the turnover. 3 gone, 1 to go here in the People's Stadium. Number 24, Northern Iowa firmly on upset alert, down 21-17. But they have a golden opportunity to take the lead as we begin this 4th quarter. It is 2nd and 3. Bailey will keep it himself. Aaron Bailey put on the spin move. And Aaron Bailey going to pick up a gain of 8 down to the 5. It's 1st and goal Panthers, as they are going to look to take the lead here early in the 4th quarter. Charles finding his way into the end zone. And Andrew Charles, a true freshman, not having a great day running the football. But he's coming up big when it matters, finishing off drives in the red zone. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the day. And the Panthers have the lead right back. 3rd and 4 here on the ensuing drive, as South Alabama is not going to be able to convert right there. It is 4th and 2, and they have to punt. 3rd and 4, they're keeping Bailey in as they want to try and run the clock. They call the triple option, but South Alabama not fooled. Big time play there by Roman Buchanan. That play was really doomed no matter what. And so Northern Iowa's got to punt it back. But Michael Johnson right there to come up with a big play in the backfield. A couple of other Panthers defenders in the area, but Johnson the first one to him. His third tackle for a loss so far today. Now I go to the screen. Floyd's pass going to be completed for only a gain of 5. It's 4th and 9, and South Alabama's got to punt it away again. But South Alabama would get another chance as Northern Iowa would go 3 and out. And on 2nd and 1, big time gain right there. Just another terrible defensive lapse, terrible tackling. We've seen that come back to bite this team at points in the game. With a minute 41 left, the throw underneath will go to the running back, and that will be caught. He's going to get into the end zone as Floyd sets a school record for pass touchdowns in a season. And South Alabama has taken the lead late here in Mobile. Northern Iowa now down 28-24, minute 7 left. Cole Morgan throws underneath to Nissen, and Elias Nissen has this one out to the 45. So don't go anywhere, folks. Northern Iowa is still going to look to try and drive down and take the win at the last second. And they'll give that one to Charles on 3rd and 2. Just trying to pick up the first down right there. Now down to 1 timeout. They'll go up the middle on 2nd and 3. Catch the South Alabama defense off guard with the run. Charles up to 81 yards, but only averaging under 3 yards a carry. Not an especially strong day. But there's Nissen again. Big time play right there on 3rd and 10. Gonna get that one down inside the 15 there. Now it's 4th and 10 going, and had to make a play. It was 4th and 10. And that's going to be intercepted by Roman Buchanan, who had a big play blowing up, sniffing out a read option earlier in the quarter. And South Alabama is going to win this one 28-24. Not an especially good day for Sawyer Cole Morgan. 11 of 24, 124 yards, no touchdowns, 3 interceptions. The last one I'm not really going to blame on him. It was 4th and 10. He had to make a play. He couldn't take a sack or throw it away. Threw it up and hoped for the best, and it just didn't work out. The real problem was the run game. Not especially successful. Aaron Bailey, the only one to average more than 3 yards a carry. Though Andrew Charles did come up with 3 big touchdowns. The only 3 touchdowns of the day did belong to Charles. Receiving-wise, not a ton to write home about. Defensively, Parker and Madsen had 5 tackles, as did Michael Johnson. And again, Michael Johnson, he's been a standout and amazing, just absolutely a mammoth of a true freshman season for him. He picks up 3 more tackles for loss. Cooper, Hefner, Hicks, and Madsen also had a tackle for loss. 3 sacks, 1 for Hefner, 1 for Cooper, 1 for Johnson. Cooper had the big pick near the end of the 3rd quarter, but not going to be able to get it done. And if my math is correct, seeing as how South Alabama and Northern Iowa now both have 2 conference losses, but South Alabama's done, they have the tiebreaker on us, and no matter what we do, we are not going to play in the conference title game despite only having 2 losses all season, while South Alabama had 5. They only lost twice in conference play. Our 2 losses were both in conference. And we had to win, didn't do it. Take a fat loss, a tough game to lose. And a good season is not going to end in a chance to win the conference championship. So that's disappointing, but we got senior day next. Probably going to make a bowl game, I would imagine. Still a good season. Should be able to reach the postseason, but not going to win the Conference USA here, even though it looked like they were having a strong season, and just lost too many of the games that mattered. That'll do it for me, and I will see you guys next time. Have a great day, everybody.